What's going on, everybody? Quick one for you. Have a really neat loan, and it's just a really good idea. I wanted to share it. I got a young guy, makes great money, makes really, really, really good money. And he could easily go out and afford, probably a $650,000 home. Young guy, like super young. He's 22 years old. And he wanted to get a home, but he wanted to get something he could afford. And he reached out to me. We sort of talked, and he ended up going with a manufactured home in a park, it's a family-owned park. He ended up picking up the property on a chattel, using a chattel loan for about $70,000, which is, even for chattel loans, that's super smoking. This is in California, by the way, because I'm sure in other states it's going to be a little bit cheaper. But typically, if you're looking at a chattel loan for a lot of the property, Southern California, the cheapest parks is going to be, probably about $130,000. And this place, look, it's functionally great. It's a prized pig. It ain't freaking gorgeous, right? But considering he's 22, he wants to get his first property, and he spoke with the park in the future it could become a rental property. What a great freaking idea. So kind of today what I want to talk about is the different things that you probably could do if you're younger, or even if you're not, if you want to start building out like a portfolio. So here's some ideas, just some ideas for you. The one he's doing is a fantastic idea. Being able to get your first property, it's something that's absolutely affordable. He can afford the monthly payments. It's going to continue to appreciate in value. And as his lifestyle changes, he will upgrade his homes, either by selling the other one or turning it into a rental property, offsetting the debt to income ratio later with the rental incomes that are coming in from that property. It's pretty easy. Another option, multi-units. If I could do it over again, especially when I was in the military, because, a lot of you know I'm a retired Marine. If I could go back and do it, now don't get me wrong, I did a lot of great things. My first home that I bought for a smoking deal on the VA loan. It was a foreclosure. I bought a foreclosure home, and it was amazing. But one of the options that I wish I would have explored is looking at a multi-unit. When I was stationed out in 29 Palms, I used to live in a triplex. And there were triplexes, fourplexes, duplexes that were for sale out there, and I wish I would have bought one. You can live in one, you can rent the other. It offsets the debt to income when you get into that, and it's going to turn into a future rental property that's going to appreciate in value. And you could raise the rents, or you could turn around, sell that, 1031 exchange it into other multi-units. That's another great one. But I think ultimately one more strategy. I just worked with a veteran recently, and he did. It's a renovation purchase loan. You can do this with the FHA 203K loan. You can do it with a conventional loan as well. But it's super freaking smart. You can find some busted ones. I just got one in this morning out in LA. My phone's just like binging over here, and I have my what are these, the meta glasses on, so it's like bing, bing, bing right in my head. But pick up a freaking dumpster fire. Pick up a dump and look to do a renovation purchase on that, right? 203K if you have an FHA. You can do it with the VA loan as well. And you can do these on manufacturers or regular stick-built houses. I had a guy picked up. I remember walking into the property. I went and met him there, and it was dirt floors. I guess there was like some type of high school party. They busted out all the windows. It was originally like a 1940 something house, but it was on there was three separate lots of land. He needed it for his construction company. He wanted to park his equipment there. And the cost of the loan and everything was what he was already paying in order to park his equipment somewhere else. So we literally did, that was a conventional, and so we had to bring HUD in because it was quite a bit of renovation. But he ended up getting a property. When it was done, it was worth about $1 million. He was into it, I think, $620,000. Immediate equity, had a bulletproof, beautiful, completely renovated house, plus 2 extra lots, plus a place to park all of his equipment. So there's a few different ways you could do it, but I would just say, if you're looking to buy your first house, especially if you're young, I just got off the phone with a guy. I think this is why I'm trying to do this video. Maybe don't get everything that you want. Get what you need, understanding the future is going to come. If you're blessed, because aging is a privilege. It really is. If you're blessed and you become older, You got to think about what you're going to do with the properties now in order to leverage it for whatever's coming in the future. Well, I'm just a single guy or single whatever, right? Well, guess what? That may change. What if you have kids? What if this? What if that? There's a whole lot of things. Your income's going to change. Your jobs are going to change. Purchase now, knowing that it's going to be an asset or a benefit for you in the future. You don't need to get everything that you want. Get what you kind of need for where you are at this time. Anyways, that's all I got. I'm just sitting here kind of vibing. Figured I'd do a quick video. Talk to you all later.